Welcome to the Norman Girvan Documentation Center. Come with us as we take you on a tour of the Documentation Center's special collections. The special collections include the Colonial Office Records, the Creech-Jones Papers, the Richard Hart Papers, the George Beckford Collection, the Carl Stone Collection, the Archie Singham Collection, and the Human Trafficking Collection. Most of the collections are housed in closed cabinets. However, some of the book collections are stored on the open shelves and are more easily accessible. Let's take a closer look at the Colonial Office Records. From the Public Record Office in Britain, a selection of documents covering the history of the British West Indies up to and during the 1930s. The Creech-Jones Papers. Creech-Jones was the Secretary of State for the colonies in the post-World War II government of Britain and was for many years a keen Fabian socialist with a deep interest in West Indian affairs. The original papers are located at Roadhouse Library, Oxford. Let's take a closer look at the Richard Hart paper. Hart was a radical political activist in the People's National Party of Jamaica, from which he was expelled in 1952. He was also the first secretary of the Caribbean Congress of Labor. Let us explore the George Beckford collection. Beckford was one of the intellectuals in the modern era who grappled with the nature of the Caribbean neo-colonial society and economy. What is the Carl Stone collection? Stone was a scholar of international repute, a prolific writer and columnist whose analytical insights into a wide range of sociological, economic, and political issues forces society to come to grips with critical questions. The collection comprises his personal library. Finally, the Human Trafficking Collection. The collection is from the library of the late Rev Dr Fuller, who served as chairman of the Protection Subcommittee of the National Task Force Against Trafficking in Persons between 2015 and 2019. The donation is a fulfillment of Rev Fuller's last wishes for her collection on human trafficking to be made available to students, researchers, and human rights advocates and used to enhance the work of the National Task Force Against Trafficking in Persons. A minister of religion by profession, her last assignment being at the Hope United Church, Rev Dr Fuller dedicated much of her time to fighting for the safety and well-being of young women. Rev Dr Fuller, a Scottish-Jamaican theologian and social justice advocate, founded the Theodora Project in Negril in 2004 to rescue, shelter, educate, and support victims of trafficking and abuse. She also spearheaded the development of a child protection policy for the United Church in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands to eradicate child abuse. Please feel free to contact the Documentation Center for additional information on this special collection.